I mentioned, whether you trust it or not, parts of this story hold water. Just recently, reports surfaced linking Kawhi Leonard to an astonishing $28 million fraud scandal. And now Stephen A. Smith is revealing additional information. Who's the mastermind enabling Leonard to sit back while still raking in cash? That's the Kawhi Leonard I recognize. Inactive, yet cashing in. We're delving into hidden agreements, influential figures implicated, and an NBA player alleged to have raked in huge payments with no effort at all. This controversy is more significant than you realize. Allow me to explain. The $28 million plot. On September 3rd, 2025, reporter Pablo Torre unveiled a groundbreaking investigation that reverberated throughout the NBA. His investigation revealed Kawhi Leonard's supposed $28 million endorsement deal, where he didn't actually appear, a tactic that could have allowed the Clippers to subtly manipulate salary cap regulations. Torre dedicated months to sifting through more than 3,000 pages of legal files and spoke with 7 ex-employees of Aspiration who shared details about what they describe as the most intricate salary cap evasion scheme in NBA history. Did you ever witness any evidence of Kawhi Leonard promoting or endorsing Aspiration? Not all, not even once. The largest amount paid to an individual by forward marketing for Aspiration has completely escaped the media's attention. It's truly astonishing. 0. You were required to take no action. To rephrase, Kawhi Leonard secured a $28 million position without appearing. Indeed, it's remarkable, and frankly, sir, it was a deliberate choice. Let's dissect the key figures in this unfolding story, beginning with the organization at its heart, Aspiration. Imagine this. Aspiration was presented as an environmentally conscious bank that vowed to plant trees and aid in preserving the earth. Quite honorable, wouldn't you say? It appears this enterprise was as credible as counterfeit currency. The firm pulled in over $865 million and reached a valuation of $2.3 billion at its height, drawing high-profile supporters such as Leonardo DiCaprio, Robert Downey Jr., Drake, and ex-Clippers coach Doc Rivers. Then things took a turn. Co-founder Joseph Sandberg confessed to wire fraud in August 2025, revealing he had swindled investors and lenders out of more than $243 million. The company declared bankruptcy in March 2025, which was when the real scandals began to unfold. Meet our protagonist, Kawhi Leonard. In April 2022, he inked a partnership with Aspiration via his venture, KL2 Aspire LLC. However, here's the twist. Unlike countless other celebrities actively endorsing the brand, Leonard seemed to vanish from the scene. No posts on social media, no marketing campaigns, and no public engagements advocating for trees or ecological initiatives. The sole public interaction came in the form of a lone tweet from the Clippers on Leonard's 2023 birthday, stating they would plant trees for every retweet received. That was it. Yet the intrigue deepens. The contract contained terms that would make any attorney's jaw drop. Leonard had the power to opt out of any company-requested actions, effectively allowing him to receive substantial payouts without lifting a finger. And here lies the undeniable evidence. The payments were contingent solely on Leonard being a member of the Clippers. Seriously, that's as discreet as a sledgehammer. Torre's inquiry uncovered that previous employees at Aspiration clearly indicated the arrangement was intended to bypass the salary cap. One staff member from the finance team claimed they were instructed not to inquire about it, as it was meant to bypass the salary cap. Laugh out loud. The nerve. And let's not forget about Steve Ballmer, the Clippers owner, whose fortune stands at a staggering $173 billion. This individual personally put $50 million into Aspiration, coinciding with the announcement of a $300 million sponsorship deal with the Clippers in September 2021. The timing raises eyebrows and could make anyone's intuition buzz. A follow-up report by Torre on September 5th uncovered a supplemental $20 million agreement, elevating the total to $48 million, nearly aligning with Ballmer's $50 million contribution. Just a coincidence? I doubt it. The arrangement was facilitated by Leonard's uncle, Dennis Robertson, known for soliciting dubious advantages. Recall the 2019 incident when Robertson reportedly sought illicit perks, such as a share in ownership in private jets during Leonard's free agency. The NBA looked into it, but uncovered no proof. So guess what? The same dubious strategies are once more in the spotlight. When Stephen A. Smith got wind of this news, he exploded with rage. This guy's been itching for years to go after Kawhi Leonard. Torre's report provided him with all the fuel he required. On First Take on September 3rd, 2025, Smith didn't simply take shots at Leonard. He utterly destroyed him. This is a guy who starred in New Balance ads. And the children chimed in, Molly. The kids? He didn't specify where. You've witnessed fans approach him, eagerly seeking his autographs and wanting to interact while he sat comfortably on a bench, earning over $40 million, yet he refused. For years, he's been stagnant, contributing nothing of value. Smith didn't hold back in his assessment, labeling Leonard a perpetual no-show on the ballot. He stated that upon reading the report regarding compensation for inaction, it perfectly clarified Leonard's consistent behavior. Smith pointed out that Leonard has been absent for more than 40% of his games since arriving with the Clippers. Despite pocketing more than $43.3 million annually, he does hardly anything to support the franchise or connect with his followers. In his YouTube program, Smith took it further, dissecting the contract specifics and detailing how the provisions permitting Leonard to skip promotional duties seemed tailor-made for him. When it states that Kawhi Leonard was reportedly earning $28 million for a quote-unquote no-show role, it truly mirrors a classic no-show gig. No obligation gig, no need to appear, no requirement to lift a finger. That feels precisely like Kawhi Leonard. Just like him. Smith criticized Leonard for his insufficient promotional activities, declaring, "He is the most disappointing superstar I've ever witnessed in sports." He emphasized that, unlike other sports icons who participate in interviews and bonding with fans, Leonard avoids such engagements yet still desires all the benefits. The ESPN commentator also criticized Uncle Dennis, asserting that he will chase any advantage available. Smith linked this to the ongoing controversy, implying it reflects a consistent strategy from Leonard's camp to enhance earnings while putting forth little effort. The most striking statement from Smith was that Leonard effectively held the Clippers hostage, coercing them into relinquishing assets while repeatedly sitting out of games throughout the season. When the claims emerged regarding Leonard receiving compensation for essentially no work, Smith noted that it was the timing of Leonard's Aspiration deal that caught his attention. The registration of KL2, Aspire LLC, occurred on November 22, 2021, mere weeks after the Clippers disclosed their Aspiration alliance. The $28 million agreement was activated on April 1, 2022, and included quarterly installments lasting until March 2026. Bankruptcy documents indicated that KL2, Aspire LLC, was still owed $7 million, suggesting that some payments had been made, but the agreement fell through due to Aspiration's financial downer. The NBA initiates a probe. As soon as Pablo Torre's report circulated online, pandemonium engulfed the basketball community. Social media erupted, fans rushed to take sides, and the league's executives understood the urgency. Just hours after the news dropped, NBA spokesperson Mike Bass revealed their decision to investigate, remarking, "We acknowledge this morning's media report concerning the LA Clippers and have begun an investigation." Listen up, folks. Whenever the NBA acts with such speed, you can bet this matter is no light issue. Public responses have been nothing short of chaotic. On X, previously known as Twitter, fans are losing it over their opinions. Lakers supporters, still bitter about Leonard opting for the Clippers in 2019, are reveling in the moment. Meanwhile, Reddit discussions are sparking intense debates. The NBA community is caught up in lively exchanges with 884 votes and 303 comments on threads discussing Torre's findings. Certain fans are labeling the situation as a significant scandal that warrants harsh consequences, while others are pondering if Leonard was even aware of the real purpose behind the arrangement, hinting that Uncle Dennis orchestrated things from the shadows. One commenter pointed out that it doesn't matter if it was Kawhi or his team seeking undisclosed agreements. The salary cap is meant for owners and GMs, not players to manipulate. The sentiment within the Toronto Raptors fan community is mixed. Some supporters express a desire for Leonard to have remained in Toronto, with one user jokingly suggesting a time travel scenario back to 2019, demanding a return to the Raptors and calling out Adam Silver as a coward. Some folks are simply relieved they've secured their championship and left the Leonard saga behind. The NBA's probe is serious business too. They're examining possible breaches of Section 13 of the Collective Bargaining Agreement, which clearly forbids external deals to compensate players beyond their existing contracts. Should these allegations be validated, the repercussions could be catastrophic. We're considering fines reaching $7.5 million under the 2023 CBA, loss of draft picks, contract annulments, and even suspensions for team members lasting up to a year. Commissioner Adam Silver has labeled circumventing the salary cap as one of the NBA's most grievous offenses. Should the accusations hold water, the repercussions might dwarf those faced by the Timberwolves in 2000. At that time, Minnesota forfeited 5 draft selections and faced a $3.5 million penalty for their clandestine arrangement with Joe Smith. That sum pales in comparison to the purported $48 million plot involving Leonard. Nevertheless, Steve Ballmer is poised to robustly defend against these charges. On September 4th, the owner of the Clippers was featured on ESPN SportsCenter, alleging that he was misled by the founders of Aspirations. He stated emphatically, "They misled me. They misled me. I invested in these individuals under the impression that everything was legitimate, and they deceived me. At this point, I cannot foresee any reason for their actions." Ballmer maintained that the Clippers only presented Leonard to Aspiration after his contract extension and the team sponsorship agreement were secured. Mark Cuban, ex-owner of the Dallas Mavericks, supported Ballmer on social media, contending the plan seemed illogical considering Leonard's ACL injury in 2021 and Ballmer's considerable fortune. Cuban pondered why Aspiration would face bankruptcy if the arrangement was deliberate, implying that Ballmer might have genuinely fallen victim to fraud. Torre then invited Cuban to speak on his podcast, which added complexity to the unfolding drama. Yet it's the details that amplified this scandal's intrigue. Leonard's past is rife with disputes, making the recent claims appear to be just another chapter in a troubling saga. Let's reminisce briefly, shall we? First on the list is the notorious 2017-18 exit from the San Antonio Spurs, which prompted fans to consider torching his jersey. In that troubled season, he only managed to play 9 games because of a quadriceps injury, but the real conflict stemmed from the clash between Leonard's medical team and the Spurs doctors regarding his healing. Tensions peaked in March 2018 during an intense, emotional players-only meeting, where his teammates, including Tony Parker, urged him to make a comeback. Parker's remark that his own comparable injury was vastly more severe but healed quicker severely damaged Leonard's standing in San Antonio. Spurs supporters still hold a grudge against Leonard, viewing his actions as treachery and lack of transparency. A Reddit user encapsulated this feeling well. Kawhi got injured but failed to keep the team in the loop. Throughout much of that year, there were claims he was sidelined. Just weeks from comeback, he looks like a total joke. The sense of betrayal among fans is profound, with many believing that better communication from Leonard could have mitigated the animosity he faces today. Additionally, the ongoing load management issue has been a source of frustration for Stephen A. Smith for years. Since his arrival at the Clippers in 2019, Leonard has participated in just 52.4% of available regular season contests, sitting out 256 of 435 games. This equates to missing close to half the season annually, all while earning over $43 million each year. The NBA even penalized the Clippers $50,000 in 2019 for resting Leonard during a nationally broadcast game against the Milwaukee Bucks. The allegations of tampering and free agency from 2019 are especially pertinent to the ongoing controversy. That summer, following his pivotal role in leading the Raptors to their inaugural championship, Leonard's uncle, Dennis Robertson, was said to have solicited unauthorized perks from various teams. These included shares in ownership, luxury travel arrangements, real estate, and secured endorsement deals. According to The Athletic, Jeannie Buss, owner of the Lakers, dismissed these overtures due to their illegal nature, while Larry Tannenbaum of the Raptors offered $15 million in endorsements, which prompted a cautionary note from Commissioner Silver. And there's still more to the story. In 2023, a lawsuit filed by former Clippers performance coach Randy Shelton added further complexity to Leonard's already contentious image. Shelton claimed he was unjustly dismissed after voicing his worries regarding the team's management of Leonard's injuries, which included compelling him to play following his ACL injury in 2021 and a meniscus tear in 2023. He accused the Clippers of disregarding NBA concussion protocols and leaving him out of medical discussions, all while prioritizing profits and victories above the health and safety of their star player. The lawsuit stated that Shelton had been promised a prominent position for his role in recruiting Leonard in 2019, but was eventually marginalized and terminated. Fans online have raised concerns about the Clippers' medical practices, with one commenter highlighting the outrageousness of prioritizing revenue over Kawhi's safety. The Clippers have rejected these allegations and filed a motion in January 2025 to transfer the case to arbitration. NBA officials are focused on this matter as well. An executive from the Eastern Conference expressed to Sports Illustrated that this is significant, while a GM from the Western Conference remarked that it's detrimental, indeed very detrimental. The NBA is likely to be outraged by these developments. The integrity of the league is at stake, and with Commissioner Silver's track record in upholding competitive fairness, the stakes are high for a serious consequence. Even those who support Leonard are struggling to justify this situation. Former colleague Patrick Beverley attempted to praise Leonard's dedication, claiming on his podcast that no one compares to Kawhi Leonard when it comes to honing one's craft. Yet, Beverley's defense feels weak when faced with a plethora of evidence indicating that Leonard's camp may have manipulated the system for years. The probe persists, with the NBA keeping its findings under wraps for now. However, with Torre's revelations about the $20 million side deal and extensive records from the Aspiration's bankruptcy case, the proof is piling up like stacks of flapjacks on a weekend morning. As one Reddit commentator remarked about the inquiry, Silver is lenient, suggesting they will find an excuse to lightly reprimand the Clippers, causing the late Stern to turn in his grave. As we await the investigation's outcome, it is clear that Leonard's image has suffered greatly, and this latest scandal may irreparably tarnish his legacy. The Silent Luminary's Journey. Kawhi Anthony Leonard's tale begins in Los Angeles on June 29, 1991, as the child of Mark Leonard and Ken Robertson, the youngest of 5 siblings surrounded by 4 elder sisters, witnessed a poignant turn early on. At the tender age of 5, his parents ended their marriage, prompting a relocation with his mother to Moreno Valley, California. Nevertheless, Leonard nurtured a strong bond with his father, making weekend trips to Compton during summers when Mark ran a car wash. Then, calamity descended with unbearable force. On January 18, 2008, Leonard, aged just 16, faced the horrific reality of his father's murder at a car wash, a case that has yet to find resolution. The following day, demonstrating the resilience that would characterize his journey, Leonard took to the basketball court for a high school game, only to collapse emotionally once it concluded. This heartbreaking incident significantly influenced his introverted nature and deepened his commitment to basketball as a refuge from the cruel truths of life. Yet, the cycle of familial sorrow was far from over. In April 2023, Kamisha Monai Williams, Leonard's sister, received a life sentence without the possibility of parole for her involvement in the robbery and murder of an 84-year-old woman at a casino in Southern California back in 2019. The Leonard family has endured significant heartache and legal issues over the years. Amidst these difficulties, Leonard discovered a sense of stability in his partnership with Kashila Shipley, whom he met while studying at San Diego State University. Shipley, a graduate in public administration currently working in human resources, has been a steadfast support for Leonard throughout his career. The couple has chosen to keep their relationship largely private, with Shipley steering clear of social media and public events. The couple shares 2 kids, daughter Kalea, who came into the world in July 2016, and son Mark Jr., born in April 2019, honoring his late grandfather. Leonard's basketball career took off at Canyon Springs High School, later moving to Martin Luther King High School in Riverside, California. During his senior year, he propelled the team to an impressive 33-win season, with averages of 22.6 points and 13.1 rebounds, earning him the title of California Mr. Basketball in 2009. Although Leonard boasted remarkable statistics in high school, he was placed as the 48th prospect nationally, highlighting his unexpected rise. At San Diego State University, he swiftly made his mark as an undeniable talent. During his 2-season tenure, he posted averages of 14.1 points and 10.2 rebounds over 70 games, guiding the Aztecs to a 25-9 record in his first year and capturing the Mountain West Conference's Freshman of the Year award. During his second year, the squad advanced to the NCAA Sweet 16, and Leonard earned recognition as a consensus second-team All-American before opting for the 2011 NBA Draft. In 2020, SDSU honored him by retiring his number 15 jersey, solidifying his legacy at the institution. The evening of the NBA Draft on June 23, 2011, transformed Leonard's life as he was picked 15th overall by the Indiana Pacers. He was subsequently traded to the San Antonio Spurs, where he honed his skills under the esteemed Greg Popovich. Inspired by his childhood idols, Leonard chose to wear the number 2 and swiftly achieved NBA All-Rookie First-Team honors in 2012. His ascent in San Antonio was astonishing. After playing a pivotal role in the Spurs' 2013 Finals run, which ended in defeat to Miami, Leonard experienced his breakthrough in 2014. In a rematch with the Heat, he propelled the Spurs to a 4-1 Finals triumph, notching a personal best of 29 points in Game 3 and being named Finals MVP at just 22, becoming the 3rd youngest to earn that honor in NBA history. He continued his dominance by securing the Defensive Player of the Year award in both 2015 and 2016, joining legends Michael Jordan and Hakeem Olajuwon as the only players to claim both Finals MVP and DPOY accolades. Leonard's financial achievements began to accumulate during his time with the Spurs. In 2015, he inked a 5-year deal worth $90 million, a testament to the organization's faith in his abilities. By the 2016 to 2017 season, he was posting an impressive career-high average of 25.5 points per game and appeared to be on the path to stardom. However, he soon faced controversy that would shape his legacy. The injury saga during the 2017 to 2018 season related to his quadriceps marked the downfall of his relationship with the Spurs, as he managed to play just 9 games due to this setback. A disagreement with the team's medical staff over his recovery method created a divide that could not be mended. In June 2018, his trade demand rocked the NBA, marking him as a player unafraid to push for change when circumstances turned sour. The deal that sent him to the Toronto Raptors in July 2018 rejuvenated both Leonard's career and his image. Joining forces with Danny Green in exchange for DeMar DeRozan, Jakob Poeltl, and a first-round selection, Leonard crafted his narrative of redemption. Despite participating in just 60 regular season games due to load management, he posted an impressive average of 26.6 points, reserving his finest moments for the postseason. His unforgettable buzzer beater in Game 7 against Philadelphia, the very first of its kind in NBA playoff history, continues to send thrills through fans today. The 2019 championship journey was nothing short of spectacular. Leonard amassed an impressive 732 points during the playoffs, ranking 3rd for the most in a single postseason, trailing only legends LeBron James and Michael Jordan. His outstanding Finals MVP display versus the Golden State Warriors delivered Toronto its inaugural title, positioning Leonard as one of only 3 players to achieve Finals MVP honors with multiple franchises. Canada as a whole was poised to crown him as its hero, but the choice he made left Lakers fans lamenting even now. In July 2019, Leonard surprised fans by inking a staggering 3-year, $103 million deal with the Los Angeles Clippers, opting for them over the Lakers and leaving Raptors supporters disheartened, believing they had done enough to retain him. His arrival in Los Angeles was marked by the addition of Paul George, forming a powerhouse team expected to conquer the Western Conference. Leonard's time with the Clippers has been characterized by moments of brilliance interspersed with lengthy injuries. He made a memorable debut against the Lakers, scoring 30 points and earning the title of 2020 All-Star Game MVP. Yet, injuries have largely overshadowed his stint in LA. The ACL tear in 2021 sidelined him for the full 2021-22 season, and a meniscus injury in 2023 further restricted his playtime. Nevertheless, Leonard's financial growth remains on an upward trajectory. In January 2024, he finalized a 3-year extension worth $152.4 million, pushing his overall earnings with the Clippers past the $400 million mark when factoring in earlier contracts. His career earnings from NBA salaries alone have surpassed $325 million, excluding any endorsement deals. Regarding endorsements, Leonard's business ventures go beyond the contentious Aspiration partnership. Starting in 2018, he became the ambassador for New Balance after departing from the Jordan brand, which led to his own signature shoe collection. In addition to this, he has partnerships with Cargo Jet Airways and Honey, bringing in roughly $5.5 million each year through endorsements. By 2025, his net worth is projected to be about $120 million, illustrating how athletic achievements can lead to financial stability. Leonard's personal tastes reveal his reserved character. He still drives a 1997 Chevy Tahoe from his high school days, choosing a low-key lifestyle despite owning a $17 million mansion in Los Angeles. He has a passion for playing the piano, loves to fish with his loved ones, and in 2021, launched a hip-hop album titled Culture Jam to benefit a charity in memory of Kobe and Gianna Bryant. His ties to his origins are strong. That same year, Leonard funded the construction of a basketball court at Western Park in Moreno Valley, which bears his name. He expressed his deep connection to the region, stating that it's tough for him to forget Moreno Valley, as he's been regularly visiting his dad in LA every weekend and returning. Leonard's quiet demeanor has both positively and negatively impacted how he is perceived. He has famously mentioned, "I'm not in this league for the fame. I'm here to look after my family, my mother, my friends, and myself." This sincerity strikes a chord with certain fans who value his commitment to basketball rather than celebrity status. It has also made him a target for critics like Stephen A. Smith, who desire greater involvement and visibility from star players. His on-court accomplishments are impressive. 2 championships, 2 Finals MVP awards, 2 Defensive Player of the Year titles, 6 All-Star selections, 3 All-NBA first-team honors, and 7 All-Defensive Team selections. Additionally, he was named to the NBA's 75th anniversary team in 2021, solidifying his legacy as one of the all-time greats in the sport. Leonard's legacy is marred by his history of injuries and the controversies linked to his business activities. Since he became a member of the Clippers, he has sat out 290 games over an 8-year span, accumulating over $325 million during that time. His recent decision to step back from the 2024 U.S. Olympic team due to knee issues has raised further doubts about his commitment and reliability. Additionally, the current scandal regarding Aspirations threatens to overshadow his on-court success, casting serious doubt on his character and business ethics. Whether he was complicit in manipulating salary cap rules or simply relied on Uncle Dennis to manage his affairs, the allegations have tarnished his reputation and could affect his legacy for years ahead. At age 34, as Leonard pursues his career, he must navigate the demands of maintaining his elite performance while confronting ongoing legal inquiries that could jeopardize his career's conclusion. The individual previously regarded as a reserved and committed expert is now under scrutiny regarding his honesty and business principles. That's all for today, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. If you like this segment, please tap on the card displayed on your screen.